Hello. Do you know how much you matter? As I was putting the title for this talk with you, it seems silly to say that, but I just kept having to say that. Someone needs to hear this. Someone is out there needing to hear my voice. Danielle Burnock from DanielleBurnock.com. Love yourself from Survive to Thrive, that lady on the internet who loves you. You need to hear, do you know how much you matter? And recently I've been going through different parts of my book, Because You Matter, How to Take Ownership of Your Life So You Can Really Live. And today I want to focus on owning your value. Do you know how much you matter? You, right there. Right now, you matter. There's so much going on in the world and so much crushing information that we can feel so small in light of what's going on in Afghanistan and what's going on in the White House and what's going on in other countries and with the tsunamis and the hurricanes and all that stuff. We can tend to feel so small at times, but you're not small and I'm not small. And God has put in you what is called inherent value. And what that means is you have value right there without doing a thing. God created you because He loved you and He gave you great value. And in my book, Because You Matter, I want to help you take ownership of that value because we take care of the things that we give value to. And if you're not valuing yourself, then you won't be taking care of yourself. And when we don't take care of ourselves, then we try to pour from an empty cup, and that doesn't work. Even when we want to help others, because we have not taken care of ourselves, we won't have what we need. And so it's important for you to own your value. And there's a whole chapter in here on owning your value. And it talks about how you're loved beyond reason and how you're worthy of celebration. And a part here about owning your belovedness like Jesus did. And I have this quote in here, and it was really profound to me because the gentleman said how God called Jesus His beloved, and that Jesus did a profound thing is He believed Him. And we tend to not believe that, especially if we have trauma in our life, which is pretty much all of us in some way or another, some level or another. And to believe that we are beloved, we are worthy of love, and to kick the shame out of the door and to take ownership of our value, and then to build other people up because we're so full of knowing the value God has put in us that we see the value in the people around us. And all we want to do is build them up because we see that in us now. And also talks about owning yourself, that part of yourself. And in another episode that I've shared, I've talked about the difference between self and ego. And we need to own ourself. That's where our soul is at, our mind, our will, our emotions. And that's a precious thing that God wants us to take ownership of. And your uniqueness, that's another thing. There is no one else on the planet just like you or just like me. I don't care how many lookalikes there are. Even identical twins are not identical. And so you have a uniqueness, you matter, you have great value, and I want to help you take ownership of it. So get a copy of my book, Because You Matter, and connect with me, and I would love to help you work through this and coach you through this so that you can be all that you were born to be, because God has put gifts and talents inside of you. And also in that same chapter, I have this, I call it a poem, called Dare to Believe, which I can give to you free. You can get it at my website, DanielleBurnock.com. And it starts with, you can't be all things to all people. You can't do all things at once. How many times do we feel like that? Man, I've got to be this and this and this. We can't be in 75 places at once, although we try. That's why people text and drive. They're trying to be in 2 places at one time, but we're just hacking ourselves. But that's on another book, Unhackable. But I want to help you own your value because you have great value. Get a copy of my book, Because You Matter. It's in a top 10 finalist for the Global Awards, Author Elite Awards also. And vote for me at Author Elite Awards 2021. I'm a finalist in the self-help category, and let me help you own your value because you matter, and I love you. And so I'm Danielle Burnock from DanielleBurnock.com. Love yourself from Survive to Thrive, that lady on the internet who loves you. Mwah.